Good morning. Good morning. We're just walking around Kratié town and it's way more relaxed today and really chill without the festival going on the front. And we've just gone to the market and we bought some veggies, some eggs. Hello! We bought some veggies, some eggs and some big bread rolls for really cheap. Like I think we spent less than $1 for everything, and we got some coffee. We're going to go back to our place and we're going to cook on the balcony with our little camping stove. And then I think we're going to go and see the river dolphins, because the whole thing about this town is that they have these super endangered dolphins in the river, and there's only like 90 of them left in the wild. So we're going to go and see if we can find them. There is a tour that you can take that's like $50 to get on a boat, but we're just going to go and try and find the dolphins. And you know, we're vegetarians, so they'll probably want to come and hang out with us anyway. So we'll see how that goes. So this is this street that I was walking down last night with the whole festival going on it. And it's just a quiet little street. They've still got all the gazebos up for all the little food stalls that were here last night. But it is so relaxed. When we first showed up to this town, I thought, damn, this is a little bit much. Not my kind of place. But now, since everyone's buggered off, it seems very relaxing. I quite like it. And the river's right there and it's just stunning. So I think it's going to be quite an interesting day because there's a little bit to see and there's not too many people to see it with. So here we are on the balcony. Lucy is cooking up a storm. I will of course be helping. I just need to not for a minute so I can do this. But I think this is such a good spot for a kitchen. Literally just a little camping stove, all the veggies you could want, and a view to match. Apart from avocados, because they wanted to charge us way too much money. But yeah, I just think this is such a beautiful spot to cook your breakfast. Doesn't get better unless you're like in the middle of the jungle being chased by an elephant. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it's gonna make some food, have a little bit of a chill. It's super hot right now. Like I'm absolutely melting. So we're gonna make some food, have a bit of a chill, go find the dolphins, see what else happens today, and I'm gonna do my very best to not swear. I almost just swore as I did that, but I'm gonna do my very best to not swear because I got a bit of a stern talking to from my mother, which is fair enough.
So I'm gonna show everybody my favorite plant in Asia. This little guy, which is called mimosas. And it just like grows everywhere on the side of the roads and stuff. And it basically is like super reactant. So you touch it like this and it all kind of closes up. That one didn't do it. There you go. It's a shy little guy. And then you touch the branch and that folds. Like, what the fuck? Tell me that's not the most psychedelic plant you've ever seen. Woohoo. Thank you, Arnell, for showing this to me like 3 years ago. You've made my life better.
So that was Lucy being super excited about some plants. But they are pretty cool, I guess. We're just on our way to go and find the dolphins. It's really hot today and we are in, seems to just be a picturesque spot after picturesque spot, but it's just paddies and hills and Lucy has dressed herself real nice. She's got her village police officer's hat on. So we've just reached a little spot where you can go and see the dolphins. It's quite sick. It's just a little tin restaurant on the edge of the river with a big open window. And Lucy's sitting at the window having a look. And it looks so cool. Big slide open window. And out there is supposed to be some of the rarest dolphins in the world. Can't see them. Hopefully we'll see them in a little bit. But so I've just had the weirdest experience, right? We stopped to get a coffee in this little restaurant in town that's owned by an Australian lady, like a little vegan restaurant. It looks really nice. The food looks fantastic. But yeah, I'm sitting there and you hear this South African guy talking. My parents live in South Africa, or my dad and my stepmom live in South Africa. So I start talking to him and he's like, I know you from somewhere. And it turns out we like add each other on Instagram. And it turns out my stepmom, Tash, is mutual friends, and he's been to her trance parties and to their drumming circles. They do it at my dad's house. such a small world. And it's weird because the last time I was in Cambodia, the first person that I met in the whole country also knew Tash. Anywhere where you go where there's hippies that like their techno and their psytrance, there's someone that knows Tash. But yeah, that was a pretty weird experience this morning. And just proves that the world is very, very small.
I don't know. It's difficult because like you see things like out there in the water, but like don't know if it's a dolphin or a stick or some trash. It's hard to say.
Well, it's the Mekong River, so it's probably trash.
No, it's not touristic.
It might be a bit rough for the dolphins out there, I imagine, because there's just a lot of trash.
Yeah, there's only bloody 90 of them left. No shit. It's
Yeah, there's only
the
90
dolphins.
left in the whole world. Apparently there used to be some left in Laos and further down south, but apparently they've all been hunted, which doesn't surprise me because humans just hunt everything. Kill, eat, destroy, move on.
Oh my god, the size of that fucking... Look at this one. Can you see it? Big yellow. Here. You see that? How beautiful. It's not a butterfly. Oh no, it is a butterfly.
It's a monster of a butterfly.
He jumped!
No shit, we just saw a dolphin pop up. He's gonna come up here somewhere just now. Oh, has he buggered off?
Maybe I scared him.
Lucy squealed. They're definitely here somewhere.
There he is again.
There he is.
Is there two of them?
There's two. They just came up there. They're gonna come up forward at that point again. They seem to be coming up like every 20 feet, or
I'm gonna go that way.
they're gonna go
Should we
slightly.
get on the bike and chase them?
There he is.
Oh,
It's
so
popped up again right there.
they're dark in colour, eh? I feel like
Yeah.
lighter than that.
I think they're grey. That's as they are far away though. This camera's not great, but there he is again. Oh, I'm actually so glad we managed to see them. I thought we were just going to sit here and not see them. That's great. We just got back down into the middle of Kratié, into the middle of town, and one of the things that happened, or one of the things that we saw a couple of days ago in Kampong Cham was the riverbanks were just getting washed away and destroyed. Even up on the boardwalk, even where they concreted along the side of the town, right there in the city where people were sitting and drinking and eating, trees were falling over and the concrete had fallen into the river. And they reckon it's because further up the river, like here in Kratié, they've been pulling up the sand from the middle of the riverbed, basically just harvesting sand for building works and for all sorts of other stuff. And that is basically making the water flow faster down the river, and it's just taking away the river, it's just washing away the riverbanks and eroding it. And when you see things that have been eroded by water, and it's sort of unbelievable because it's just on such a large dramatic scale. When you see it up close like this, and there's just every couple of weeks there's more and more going away, you can sort of understand how it happens. And it's happening quickly. And just here in Kratié, I'm going to turn the camera around, you can see them pulling the sand up in the middle of the river. So here they're pulling the sand up in the middle of the river. There's 3 boats out there. Only the one on the right hand side is actually pumping at the moment. But all of those guys are collecting sand. And this is about 100 kilometers upriver, maybe 120 kilometers upriver from Kampong Cham. So that's where it's all sort of eroding the river. But it's crazy. It's the same in a lot of places, just harvesting the natural resources. Same with having a quarry or something. When we were in South Africa last year, there was a beach, and it was sort of a joke in town that beach was called Steel Sand Beach, because everyone would just go there to steal sand for their building material, for their building work, for building their houses and just building everything. So it's crazy how it's just happening all around the world and how it's affecting different things. So we just got back to the Silver Dolphin guest house, sick little spot, and they had that festival we were talking about yesterday for 4 days. And the guys that run this hostel, that run this backpackers and guest house, they've been collecting little tags off the top of the beer, and some of them you win money, some of them you win free beer. So we just came back and they are sorting out all the different beer tags from the last 4 days, and it is no joke. There's 2 people doing it. Lucy and I have just joined in. This whole table, this whole table is covered in beer tags, and it's going to take these guys 2 days, maybe 1 day, just to separate them into different companies. And then they have to send them back to the beer companies, and they get sent a little bit of money for each one, or a little bit of beer. And when we came in, there was just 2 people separating them. So I think we're just gonna join in. We might not get to see the island, but it's important that these guys get their free beer. So we're gonna jump on that. Cambodia's,
Gansberg,
and crude, and soft drinks also.
Carabao,
More, there's just
So many.
hundreds.
Oh, I have
champagne.
one of those.
Yeah,
This
Carabao.
one over
This is Carabao.
And I'm gonna separate all of these.
Separate.
This is from 4 days. Only from 4 days. That is a lot of drinking.
A lot of drink.
A lot of drinking. Okay, we're gonna get to it. Okay, so we went and we saw the dolphins, and then we were gonna go to the island, but then when we came home, the owner of this place was sorting out all the beer tags from the festival, and he's a super cool guy, so we just helped him do that for a couple of hours, drank some beer with them, and now we're just gonna chill on the rooftop, watch the sunset. It's gonna be very pretty this evening, and then we're gonna go to that nice little vegan restaurant for dinner. And then yeah, we're probably gonna hit the road super early in the morning, because I think we're heading north to Stung Treng or Bun Lung. Not sure if that's proper, but we're gonna head north. And I'm not sure if we're gonna make videos for the next couple of days, because apparently a lot of the places that we're going to aren't super pretty and there isn't a lot of stuff to see. But we'll see, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe we'll get there. It'll be the most beautiful place on the planet, you never know. But I've just heard that are we going to Bun Lung, or are we planning to go to Bun Lung? Bun Lung. Okay, so we were going to go to Bun Lung, but Lucy was just saying that the owner of this place told us that it used to be lots of thick, beautiful jungle, and now they've just cut it down and put cashew farms and cashew plantations. So yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. For now though, see if we can get a good picture of the sunset. That's pretty groovy. And yeah, catch you guys soon.